What's up guys? Today we're taking you for a 5,000 kilometers road trip in our self-converted camper van. From our property in Alentejo in Portugal to the Lofoten Islands in the Arctic Circle. Crossing the whole European continent, stopping at the most interesting and wild places along the way. Even taking boats with the van to get to the wildest Nordic areas you can imagine, where we plan on staying and explore for a while. The rain got us! It's been a couple of days since I started fixing the van. There was a lot of things to do. Install the new battery. Oh. 1287, I think it's pretty good. It's been sitting here for a couple of months. So I fixed the inverter. The button of the inverter wasn't working. Also, I cleaned all the back doors. They were full of black mold. I mean, we have been living in this van for like 3 years and also 8 months here in this property while we were building the cabin. It was winter, it was really cold. We didn't have any source of heat. We were actually turning on the gas stove for us to heat inside the space. It was pretty hard and very humid. So a lot of mold was created in any place that the metal was exposed. I also changed all the silicone around the counter because it was already peeled off. And that's the toilet, and this is the shower. I wasn't planning to remove all the silicone, and then I got carried away and remove the whole thing, man. It's always like that. Where it was supposed to be a 20-minute job ended up being 3 hours. It is very hot. I fixed the rear extractor. Both extractors are the same brand and both extractors are pretty bad. This one, the blades of the fan come off. And in the back you have a lever for the actual cover to open up and down, and that lever keeps breaking. And last thing that we need to do is to install these locks in these 2 doors and in the 3 drawers of the kitchen. It's long overdue, to be honest. We've been driving the van for like 4 years and we have been trying and testing all invisible locks that you can imagine. So you just see the actual pull. All of them end up breaking at some point, and you know, it's some convenience to be stopping somewhere in the middle of the road just to make sure that the doors are closed. Alright guys, wish me luck. Alright guys, things are looking good. This is all cleaned up, nice and like brand new. I need to polish it a little bit. Lolita is here, guarding the door, making sure nobody lives in the van without her. And Yoki's there. I don't know if you can see it or not. The trip is about to start. Are you ready?
I'm ready to have a coffee.
This is what I'm taking. Small drill, impact driver, this guy, and now I can remove the wheel of the car in case that we have a flat tire. The little vacuum. And I'm taking this small toolbox. On this left side we have just an assortment of metal screws, wood screws, zip ties, extra fuse, hand wrenches, pliers. Alright guys, it has been 6 days preparing the van. I already finished putting all the boards on top. We knew that this was going to be a long trip, so we marked a few places along the way that we wanted to visit for first time. The first part of the trip was very rough. Driving through France was, to put it nicely, complicated. Hundreds of thousands of people on the road at the same time, on a rush. And luckily we made it out of there in one piece. The first proper stop that we made was in Brussels. And where was our next stop?
This other one, no? Venga, this one.
We wandered around the city, went to a vintage market, to great designer stores, drank proper coffee, ate good food, and felt once again connected to city life. It's been a long time without it, and sometimes we do miss it. By the end of the day, we crossed Santa Ana's tunnel that has a fantastic wooden escalator made in the 1930s. These escalators lead you deep down into a tunnel that stretches beneath the river to the other side of the city, where we actually park our van. Back to our van, ready for the next day trip. Next stop, Germany.
Something to say, baby?
No. We did not plan on stopping in Germany, mainly because our past experiences in Berlin were not very welcoming, and the idea was to cross directly to Denmark, but along the way, Germans did prove our preconceptions wrong. Jenny, almost there. So Spain, how you doing, man? It's fine, I guess. The people on the road was extremely polite. The road itself was in impeccable conditions, so it was very easy to make progress. And at all quick stops that we did for gas and snacks, we were greeted by the nicest people. Eugenia spent most of the time chatting to me so I would not fall asleep, filming epic road footage and knitting her first wool garment. we found this hidden gem in a small town where we parked our van for a couple of days and got to enjoy the lake and get some computer work done. Are you in trouble? Guys, this is the spot for the night. I woke up like at 4:30 this morning because the sun was already out, and you know, by 5:30 or so I was like, I'm gonna get out and try to get this good light. Normally it lasts for like 10 minutes. We have like 10 minutes in Portugal to catch it, and I've been filming like for an hour and a half and the light is still like this. You know, this is like heaven for filming. Look at this light. It's like a constant sunrise.
How many kilometers?
Like 9 kilometers. This is the longest bridge we have ever taken, at least me.
And it's really windy, right?
It is super windy. But like in a boat. Eugenie is taking pictures today. If Aspen lets her, because he's always moving her. Aspen, are you being a good dog?
No,
A good photography dog? Is he being a good dog?
not really.
Did you make that bench? You build it yourself?
Primitive skills. What are you doing, Pepe?
I didn't know you were recording. I'm cleaning our
Fixing my tripod after using it on the beach.
our very high-end tripod. Got broken yesterday at the beach. And this is how you lubricate tripods. We're gonna go back because it's about to start raining like crazy. I don't know if you saw the thunder. It might catch us. You ready to run?
No.
Aspen, you ready to run? We haven't seen rain since yesterday, but before that it was like what? Like 4 months, right? It felt good for first 5 minutes, and after that it didn't feel that good. Sweden was...
After the aquaplaning.
Yeah, we got... The van was like moving. I don't know if you say aquaplaning in English or not.
So.
When the car slips because it's too wet, the road is too wet, and we got scared for a minute, but we survived. We made it here. But it's been good. It's been raining the whole night. I mean, it cannot get any better than this, I think. Unfortunately, we got the rain got us. Fuck! Cover the camera! Yeah, how was that?
It was fun. The only issue for me is the equipment. I don't know if they
Yeah, we need to
can get broken or not.
try it. Alright, nothing better than a quick shower. These are tomatoes that we brought from our garden and they're being cooked. Here, this is getting old very quickly, man. Hey, Eugenia, did you do laundry today? Well, everything is like hanging there. There is nothing better than having a wet dog inside your van. It smells really fresh in here.
Do you want to turn on the car for
Yes.
the blender?
Yes, this is a gypsy's van. As you can see, we have... Eugenie didn't like that comment. I know you guys don't mind. We have, you know, towels, a cat, furniture, a goat. This is a version of our gluten-free pizza, but made in the van because we don't have an oven. Is it good? Better than the oven or?
It's really good. Did you finish this package?
Yes. Did you enjoy your stay here?
Pretty much.
How's your neck?
Really bad.
I went to run with Aspen, and when I came back, she was very hurt on her neck, sitting in the back of the van, all covered with blankets, and I think she got too cold, and her neck hurts now.
The tension, it was the muscle tension.
She went to swim in the lake for like 30 minutes this morning.
I'm getting ready for the Arctic surfing.
It's been a great 3 nights here. Today I think we have to leave because we are running out of water. We have like 130 liters of water and probably we have left like 40. But the grey water tank is full. It's been great. That's exactly what we were looking for, this spot, right? We wanted to find a body of water with nobody. Pretty much.
And we found it.
And we found it. It was
Never
right here.
left.
Okay.
Never left.
Never left. I mean, we
came
were-
here for 1 night, didn't leave for 4 nights.
We have had rain, sunshine. We're just missing snow, so we might stay a bit longer.
I'm doing the exercises.
Not that good.
No?
No. For this
Why do you look so worried?
because it's gonna be full of bad things. Bad things are gonna happen, man. Yeah. We have been hearing all this time that it's super expensive to shop here in Norway, so we're a little afraid of what we're gonna find. Eugenia, do you miss your garden? Because now we need to buy vegetables. Man. It's gonna be expensive vegetables.
Are not so tasty.
Alright, so we just came back and I was on the expensive side, I would say, but not that crazy. And if you are in the States, it will be like Whole Foods before Amazon bought it. We went organic veggies, and also we need to buy gluten-free because Eugenia is allergic.
And dairy free.
And dairy-free because I don't eat cow milk. You know, look at Husky! Aspen's brother! Pretty good. I mean, we bought a lot of stuff. And then we went to Kiwis, which is not that good looking. They're all wearing like bright green and you know, it doesn't feel the same. But I mean, next time we're gonna go to Kiwis, I think.
In Kiwis, they have the same things and the price is 20% lower.
Norwegian chips, man.
They are British potatoes.
They're British? Nah, I think that's British, man. This is made in Kristiansand. This is Norwegian, and it's pretty good. They know how to do their chips, man. They're crunchy as. That's all we're gonna talk about grocery shopping. Just wanted to put it out because I mean we have been thinking about coming here for like 2 years, and everywhere that we read or any vlog that we watched, they said it was super expensive to buy groceries, and it's not that expensive. I will say it's like
Only the fruit and vegetables, the price is higher, but it makes sense because it's not produced here. But the rest of the things, I find that is similar price.
yeah.
If you buy organic, gluten-free, dairy-free.
10-20% above Portugal, I will say, and same than the States. So nothing is stopping you guys from coming to Norway. What's up, man? Are we going the right way? Is it the right way? That way? Alright. Thank you very much, man. They're like so bulky, and then the head is like. You see it? It looks so good, eh? Lolita, we arrived! This is beautiful, Eugenia. You wanna go crossing? Aspen, man, that was amazing. And you didn't get to come. Why? We're gonna be leaving now. It's been a great spot to park on. Last night was just amazing with the sound of the river going through. I mean, we slept like babies. This morning we went for a walk. We took Aspen and Lolita on a path going that way. And I think this might be like a skiing path, because you could see blue tags hanging from the trees. I don't know what the tags are for, so if you know, let us know, because we are like wondering and seeing one tag right now. We also went in the river for a swim. It was kind of scary because it was super strong. We put a rope tied to a tree just in case, you know, because it had a lot of power. We didn't wanna, you know, die. And a couple of times actually we used it. I mean, we didn't get pulled by the river like 100%, but it was there for us to grab. Eugenia went walking with Aspen a little bit more, and go pick them up. And by the way, the van yesterday got super dirty. I think it's salt. It might be salt, I don't know. That's exactly where we wanted.
could be Pepe's dad.
Lolita's trying to escape. Eugenia just made some hot cocoa and we stopped because the brakes are burning, man. I mean, random place to stop. I mean, it's not even pretty, but you know, like, what? Look at this. This is what you get in Norway, man. You stop for a second because your brakes are burning, and you know, and this is the view. I mean, this place must be the most beautiful place I've ever been in my life. So yeah, and we flew a drone, so we're gonna put the images here. We cannot see them.
And we pee the butter.
O sea, que esto lo voy a usar, ¿no? How was the experience?
Dramatic.
Did you get scared? Little bit, right? We just arrived to this spot, which is, I mean, judge by yourself. And we almost got stuck because the ground is super wet, and we planned on parking there, but I don't think that was a good idea. I want to thank you Squarespace for sponsoring this video. We built our first website with them back in 2014, and we have been using their platform for all these years. They make it extremely easy to create beautiful websites without any previous experience, and you don't need to know any web coding at all, as the whole site building process is completely interactive. We have been selling our cabin and workshop layout kits, structural kits, and construction guides smoothly for the past year and a half, and you can also sell physical products and even your time. They offer many different features like portfolios, domains, blogging tools, pretty much anything you could ever need to start your own site. So if you're planning to build your website, we recommend you to go for it. Give it a try. They offer a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/modernhousecabin to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. finish it, but I'm gonna do that later. And now I'm gonna show you what Yoki is up to. He's slowly starting to get into the garden. For the first couple of weeks he wouldn't get out of there, you know, he was like always behind the mesh. And now look at him. Yoki! What's going on, man? Do you wanna travel? Eh? Do you wanna discover the world?